Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. I'm Corn, up in the craft room again, and I was working on my gnome's hair, and I thought you might want to come along. So, in case you're interested, I thought maybe we could do a little of this together. And this is take 3. A lot of things happened, so let's see if take 3 is the winner. Now, when it comes to gnome hair, a lot of us, and you've seen me do it before, we will do our pieces of yarn like so. We will go ahead and cut it all, in one length, and then we will put so many strands together and braid them. And that's what I do for the majority of mine. But if you saw the one that I made for Mia's Corner, Kara, hers I did differently, and I'll show you how in a minute. Very similar to what I'm doing now, but a little different. But some time ago, before I started making gnomes, I looked up yarn hair for dolls, and I'm sorry that I don't remember the channel name, or I would list her in the description box below. But she showed us how she put the yarn on yarn in order to make the wig, and of course her piece of yarn is very, very long. And so again, you're still looking at pieces cut basically the same length, not perfect, but close, because most everybody trims the yarn on the hair. And if you're a paper crafter and you're here, then you know this is just like putting baker's twine or ribbon or lace through your tags, and through that hole in the top of your tags, how you place it like that. And then what we're going to do before we tighten it is slide it over to where the last one was. Okay, so you can make it nice and tight like that. And we'll do that again. You're doubling over your piece of yarn. This yarn is from Dollar Tree. It is called, I think, Just Yarn, and it is in the color of pecan. Isn't that gorgeous? What color was her hair? Oh, it's pecan brown. Love the name of it. So you're going to go like so, and then push it over, and then tighten it up. Okay, so this is what you're looking at on the front, and this is what you're looking at on the back. Okay, we'll do just one more. Okay, now we've got a piece of yarn. We've folded it in half. We're taking the top part, placing it under our yarn, feeding the bottom through the top, pulling it, sliding it over, and then pulling it tighter. Okay? And therefore, this is the start of your wig. Okay? And see, like I said, there, depending on, even though you started out even, not even there, you just trim them. And so for mine, I've already done that. They're already all placed on that doubled over piece of yarn. The one I did for Kara, she named her gnome Hyacinth, and the one I did for Hyacinth, I only used one strand of the yarn, to place them all on, and it worked fine, but I just kept thinking, if I double it over, I think it would, it just make me feel better as far as security-wise is concerned. Now with these strands, I have both of them on here. With these, it is just, this yarn has 4 strands, and I don't know if I'm using the proper terminology. My grandmother, God rest her soul, could tell me anything and everything I wanted to know about yarn, but she's not here to ask. But I've got 2 and 2 together to create this. And then this look, when you get almost a little bit fuzzy, that's what I did for Katamia, and that's all 4 strands pulled apart, okay? But for this one, I've got a combination, but mostly I'm doing 2 and 2 of the 4, just the 2 pairs. I like this clipboard personally, and I think a lot of other people do too, because it really helps with having it being held if you don't have anybody else in the craft room with you. It's great to use as kind of like another pair of hands. And what you do is at the bottom, I mean, this is very straightforward, but just in case you like the look of this and you're interested, if you don't like the look of it, then okay. But you're going to have 4, all right? And you can untwist it a little bit by doing that. And then you want to get the 2 and 2 that look like they belong together naturally. You see what I'm saying? And then I pull it very gently, and that releases it a little bit to the point where I can just keep flipping it over and over and over. Now, if you have another way of doing this that you think is a lot faster and a lot better, you are more than welcome to put that in the comments below. If you've done a video, then to list that video in the comments below, and then any of my subbies looking can see that and go and see what's happening. Speaking of that, let me say this real quick. In my video that I did, that is the Words for Wednesday that I posted yesterday. Oh, I don't know when I'm going to post this. Well, yeah, I guess I can say yesterday. In that video, I want to say thank you to the people who did guess what kind of gnome I'm working on. Great guesses. But I really think it's cool that you all did that. I appreciate it. And I had said, if you are working on a collab, or you have a collab, or you want to put something out, or a giveaway or whatever, you're more than welcome to put it in the comments below. And several people did. And if you get a chance, I think you might enjoy seeing those comments. I thought that was really cool that they did that. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. What it's going to look like is those curls that, those foam rollers that we sometimes get at Dollar Tree to use as our arms and legs on our gnomes. Well, if you've ever had your hair done in those and then taken out, your curls will be pretty spiral, which is what this is. And then I just put these, over to the left side, as in you're done, and then keep going. And we'll do one more, because I'm sure you all are like, well, gee, this is so fascinating. It's North City corn. But just in case, because I have had someone ask me before, how did you do that hair, And like I said, this one is just doing 2 pairs. But when I did Hyacinth, it was all 4 pieces. And you've got to be very, very gentle there, or they can break. You have to be super gentle. But you do the same way, but they are more likely to break. And if you get at the end and it seems awfully tight, you can do it just like this, like you're doing like almost a reverse braid. Okay. And that's what we're going to be working with besides all this. And I'd like to thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.